The post offices throughout the nation are quite often cornerstones of our communities. But I have a frustrating thing going on in my district. About 2 years ago, on about May 26th of 2023, the post office in Sound Beach announced what they called a temporary closure 2 years ago for what they called structural repairs. And yet, despite them labeling it as temporary, that closure still exists today. For those 2 years, nearly 9,000 residents have been left without access to essential postal services and have been forced to go to a neighboring township, Miller Place, just to pick up their mail. I've repeatedly tried to work with some of your colleagues in the Postal Service to clearly, I'm talking about the management level, I'm not talking about the letter carriers who are hard at work every day. The management folks have blown us off for the last couple of years, just throwing bureaucracy at us. And I think that the Sound Beach case is a clear example of what happens when the Postal Service ignores its duty to serve the public. Mr. Horry talked about the roots being in the Constitution. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 7 gave Congress the opportunity to establish a post office, and it rightfully did. But by having essentially a closure of the post office that they're dismissing as temporary, but really seems to the community as permanent, is quite frustrating. So my question to you is, what does temporary mean in the post office with respect to a closure? Is it a day? Is it a week? Is it a month? Is it a year? Is it, or is it just an excuse to deny customer service?
We've done some work in this space in the past, and I don't know the last report that we issued in this area, because it's something that comes up relatively frequently. So I don't know the answer on the definition the Postal Service uses for temporary, but I do know the problem that you express is not just in your district, it's in other places across the country. And it's something that we will look back into the work that we've done, and if there's a need to go back in and look at that again to see what the Postal Service is doing with these temporary closures, we will get with your staff and talk more about it. We'd be happy to, because I know it's a concern that happens frequently.
If you'll indulge me, Mr. Chairman, you as the Inspector General oversee fraud issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the definition of fraud, basically?
Fraud is, this is probably not the dictionary definition, but it's taking money that doesn't belong to you.
With the intent to deceive. It's
Yes.
doing something with the intent to deceive in order to get a gain.
Yeah.
I think that telling our customers this is a temporary closure, is an element of fraud. They're not telling the truth. They intend to save money by keeping services low, reduced, or even zero. And I think it's fraudulent. I think your office can look into that.
We can look into it. Thank you.
Chair.